Sunday's race, and of course the most essential part is the food. Keep the troops going. This is the circuit at Valence. It's the 42nd lap, and we're looking at qualifying for Formula A and Formula Super A. Ready. Formula A getting ready for its first race. Packed field here. And the lights go to green, and immediately from pole position into the lead goes Olivier Ferrucci for France from Guy Denis, Jackie van der Ende. A lot of pushing, bumping and boring here. This is the first race of the season. There's been a lot of frustration perhaps over the winter as these guys have been waiting, preparing, getting ready for this first all-important race. At the moment leading the field, David Besman of Italy in the 182 kart there. Still streaming around this circuit. 40 seconds a lap. Jackie van der Ende of the Netherlands there. All new names this year because these guys have come up from the junior classes, from their national classes. Olivier Ferrucci right up front at the moment, and off goes 151. That's a big disappointment there for the Norwegian team. Petter Halvorsen and someone else we couldn't quite see go out of the race, but we're looking at the moment at Olivier Ferrucci, 17 years old, from Nice, leading the field. He was the 1992 Intercontinental A Championship. He's driving Merlin ATK Vega on Vega Tard, 174 behind him. Sebastian Enjolras and another big coming together, 3 karts out of it, but behind Olivier Ferrucci is Sebastian Enjolras, the guy who finished second in the French Championship last year, and he was leading the Intercontinental Championship final from Ferrucci last year before his engine let go. 112, Jackie van der Ende, his father is a well-known Dutch racing driver, raced Toyota in production touring car racing. He is now pushing his son Jackie into racing with Cali Kart, Rotax Power. Guy van der Ende, Belgium from Genk in the 166 kart, and at the moment 104 there. That is Norman Simon from Denmark on his Magnum kart. But this is the battle for the lead, still between Olivier Ferrucci and Sebastian Enjolras, the 2 French guys, both 17 years old. Enjolras from Montpellier, Ferrucci from Nice, and they're just pulling away from the field at the moment. And look at the style of this man throwing the kart absolutely sideways. Conditions are a little tricky at the moment because there's been a threat of rain and it's starting to drizzle very slightly. They've got the yellow flags out in warning of how slippery it is as Enjolras makes a big attack on his compatriot Ferrucci, different team. Then he goes through on the inside, takes the lead, so Enjolras is in the lead of the first final of Formula A here in the French Grand Prix at Valence. 112, Jackie van der Ende in 3rd place. And in 4th place at the moment, Matthias Wolf of Germany in his Mike kart. And again, there's that big attack to the lead. 174, Enjolras, 143, Ferrucci fighting over that position. 101, Isabelle Fleury there. She was 2nd in the French Team Challenge last month. She was 5th in the 1992 Intercontinental A Championship. One of the top lady drivers in karting now, 18 years old from Paris. She's pushing very hard. She was racing at Argento in the World Championship, which Eurosport brought to you last summer, where she finished as the top French driver in 16th place. But at the moment, it's France. Sebastian Enjolras from Olivier Ferrucci. Most unusually in this class, which is normally dominated by Italians. We're seeing very little the Italians at the moment. Looking down the field, we see Natal, Maggio and Salo Cessetti trying to make up places in the back, but it's French dominated at the moment as Jackie van der Ende from the Netherlands suddenly splits the French. He comes through into 2nd place. Ferrucci, van der Ende, Enjolras, then Matthias Wolf, Guy Denis from Belgium coming up through the field. We're looking for 166, starting to make a big attack. Guy van der Ende, 1992 Belgium champion. He is from Genk, where they build the Ford. Ferrucci having to fight off the attentions of everybody, and behind him especially Guy van der Ende. Still leading. It's France, Netherlands, France, and behind, coming up very, very fast indeed. That is Marc Calverac. Looking further down the field, we're looking at the British entries. Matthew Davis, we mentioned already. Gary Chapman still racing. He's from China. He's now been racing 2 years in Europe. He was 3 years British senior champion, and he's changed this year from Gillard Rotax to Gillard KTM Power. So Gary Chapman we're looking for. At the moment, he is a little bit back. He's down in 20th place at the moment in the Showington Kart Club entry. Matthew Davis in the top 15 at the moment on his PCR Vega. The Essex Boy 92 junior British champion, but this man at the moment dominating the field, Olivier Fioruccia, the 1992 Intercontinental Formula A champion, showing why he became champion. Behind him, Jackie van der Ende, and behind him, Sebastian Enjolras still. The others all latching on. It's getting more and more slippery though here on the Valence track. As you can see, they are sliding all over the circuit now. Slick tires, remember. And raining qualifying. It looks like it could be doing it again today. 1-2-6 there, Natal Maggio from Italy. At the moment in 6th place, the best of the Italians. Quite a surprise this is being French dominated today. Enjolras, van der Ende, and Fiorucci third, second and first at the moment. And behind them, Jordi Sorales of Spain. He's coming into the action now in his Cali kart. So Sorales at the moment in 4th place. A very good showing from the Spanish driver. And it's a big off, and that is, well, it's 148. Goes spinning out. A big moment there for Francisco Rodriguez of Spain. He's out of the top 10 now. Let's take a short break, returning to Valence after these messages. Welcome back to Eurosport's coverage of the French Grand Prix for 1993, last weekend's opening round of the Bridgestone CIK FIA European Championship for Formula A karting. These are the guys you're going to one day see in Formula One, so just keep watching. Guy van der Nieste there at the moment in 2nd place in this race, because Olivier Fiorucci in the Merlin kart has gone out ahead. So this is the 2nd place battle between Guy Denise of Belgium, Jackie van der Ende of Netherlands, Matthias Wolf of Germany, and Jordi Sorales of Spain. Truly an international formula. 83 entries from 17 nations in the European Championship this year. Formula A Championship, 100cc, 24 horsepower, running on 5-inch tires, and the minimum weight 140 kilograms with the driver included. And Guy Denise is holding off the attentions at the moment of Jackie van der Ende, and van der Ende climbing all over him. So it's France, Belgium, Netherlands at the moment. Behind them, Germany, Spain and Italy fighting out 4th place, but the Italians are certainly not in the running at the moment. They are being pushed way back. We just saw Gary Chapman out of the race there. He was standing by the track. That's a big disappointment for Gary. So all British interest at the moment rests with Matthew Davis, who at the moment is in 13th place. 143 there, Olivier Fiorucci. 174 there. We are looking at Sebastian Enjolras, who is being pushed further back. Big wobble on there for Natal Maggio. I don't know if he's trying to get the dirt off his tires after that quick off. Sebastian Enjolras, the French Intercontinental racer last year, 2nd in the French Championship. He's 17 years old and he's determined to make it a French 1-2 behind Fiorucci. 159, that is Matthias Wolf having a real attack now on Soroljas. Behind them, Jordi Sorales of Spain, and through. He tries to go through, he can't quite do it. That is He has passed him, in fact. Jackie van der Ende has gone past again. So it's Ivan Denisa, Jackie van der Ende, Sebastian Enjolras, and a great big gaggle there, fighting for 10th place, led by Rennie van Emmerden in the Netherlands, with a lot of people piled up behind him, battles throughout the field. We're on the final lap. There we see our race leader, Olivier Ferrucci. He's going for his first win in the European Championship, and he has a big lead at the moment. He's driven a sensible race. His cars have held out. He has had no problems once he broke clear of the pack. He's still throwing that kart with abandon around the circuit here. But our checkered flag is out. He wins the race. And in second place, it's Guy Denis, and in third place, Jackie van der Ende, with Britain's Matthew Davis finishing 13th in his first European race. That's race one. They have another race after the break. A short break there is the result. So, a truly multinational result. Ferrucci, Denis, van der Ende, Matthias, right down the field, while poor Sebastian Enjolras, the French second place runner last year, was pushed way back after spinning out. We go straight into race two. With Olivier Ferrucci starting from pole position, but we're looking at the performance this year. Great performance by Francisco Rodriguez, Jackie van der Ende, and we have our in-car, on-kart camera for this race. For the start, and straight away is spinning down into the first corner, yellow flag. Looking at the action on kart, and there are drops of rain starting to appear. It's starting to get damp in the first race. This is the second final, and the field all lined up. A lot of bumping and boring still there. The camera is with Guy Denis on his Techno Rotax. And they're pushed, and before the start even, people have gone out. 3 karts went off there. The starter will be holding them probably for another lap. 118 there was pushed out. On-car cameras. Guy Denis, the lights go to green, and straight away our camera car is leading the race from Ferrucci, from Jackie van der Ende, and from Francisco Rodriguez of Spain. But there's an off 2 kart guard on the first corner. We couldn't capture numbers, but at the moment it is Guy Denis of Belgium leading the race. You can see our camera mounted on his kart there. 112 behind him is Jackie van der Ende, and right behind him the first race winner, Olivier Ferrucci. Through the chicane here. Just look at this action from the kart cam. Pushing and shoving behind Matthew Davis right up there. At the moment up into 10th place in his PCR Vega. A very, very good showing for this young guy. His first year in Europe. He will also be doing the Italian Championship this year. He's spending a lot of time racing in Europe, just getting a lot of experience during 1993, and it's still Guy Denis, the 1992 Belgian champion from Genk, leading this packed field here at Valence. 112 behind him, Jackie van der Ende, and 143 behind him, Olivier Ferrucci, 17 years old, from Nice. Belgium, Netherlands, France. But again, the Italians not yet in the ball game. In these first 2 races, the highest finisher was Natal Maggio in the first race in 6th place. Can the Italians, who dominated this championship last year, do better? Last year's champion, of course, being Italian. Looking at the field, streaming round, and still no change to the order, except 178 has come up through. That is Saro Giuseppe of Italy. So Italy is down to 3rd place. They've obviously responded to the lack of Italians up front, and they are already up there. 101, Isabelle Fleury, she's having a poor race, it has to be said, in that first race, and 112 goes into the lead. So we have our new leader at the moment. Jackie van der Ende in front of our cam car, making for great shots. There, behind them all, is coming up through the field, very fast indeed, 130, that is Jordi Sorrells from Spain, who had a disappointing first race after making a bid for the lead. So Denise pushed back into second place by this man, Jackie van der Ende, Olivier Ferrucci in third place. And the rain is starting to come down, you can see it there on our cam, and there's a big moment, a big off there, not only into the trees but into the bushes. Cesaro Cesetti, the Italian we just seen coming up, I think he hit that photographer, no downforce, car off the ground into the trees, where unfortunate photographer was waiting. No damage, I hope, luckily just missing our cameraman as well. But 112, Jackie van der Ende at the moment leading the race. It's getting very, very slippery indeed. You can see they're scrabbling for grip now with these slick tyres. But Guy Denise at the moment pushed back to third place. And our race leader, Van der Ende from Fiorucci, then Guy Denise. With our camera on board, and right behind him, 130, that is still the Spaniard, Jordi Sorrells. And off goes 101, Isabelle Fleury. She finds the conditions too much, slides off the track. These two now playing very, very cautious. You can see just how wet it is. You can see the slick starting to glisten. And look at this. Here is our third place man. You can see the mud and water all over his camera now. It's being thrown up by those two carts in front. Jordi Sorrells there. From Spain. And they're slowing right down now. Jackie van der Ende wanting to make sure there's no problems. The oil flag is out, telling them there's rain. They don't need telling that. They can see it for themselves. It's on their visors, it's on the camera, and of course it's on the track, making it very, very slippery indeed. So Van der Ende at the moment still leading from Olivier Ferrucci. Francisco Rodriguez of Spain though coming up through. We're watching Rodriguez moving up in his Calicat Perilla. Coming up very quickly indeed, the 148 kart. Blocking tactics there, I think, by Jackie van der Ende, determined not to let Fiorucci through. We're looking for Francisco Rodriguez of Spain. We've seen coming right up through the field from 10th place. He's now lying in 5th or 6th place. There he is. And conditions getting worse and worse. It doesn't look wet from our camera position, but you can see the way these carts are sliding all over the track. It is very, very damp. This surface has not got a lot of grip even in the dry. And here it is with rain starting to fall steadily now. Van der Ende, son of a famous Dutch race driver, looking nervously over his shoulder to see exactly where Fiorucci is. But I think Fiorucci, and already we have more offers to go off 130. That was the Italian Jordi Sorrells going off, taking with him, or being followed by Sebastian Enrolas de France. They're collide with the cart abandoned earlier, and their race is over as we go back to the lead battle. Jackie van der Ende, Olivier Ferrucci in first and second. We're looking to see who's in third place. Third place at the moment is Steiner Oswinski. Norway's come up. And behind them, 166, Guy Denise, he's back up there, him in third place, not the Norwegian, still with our cam cart on board. The wet weather flag is still out, the oil flag, and there is Francisco Rodriguez in fourth place. Look at the way Rodriguez is coming up through the field. He is intense. He's now come up at a very steady pace. The challenge at the moment, he's in fourth place. Will he be attacking? We shall be seeing. There's a lot of smoke coming from that cart of Jackie van der Ende. Saw it earlier, it's getting steadily worse, I think. As the first four come through, Van der Ende from Olivier Ferrucci, from Guy Denise, and Rodriguez coming through now. He is starting to attack. 148, he's just taken that place away from our camera cart. He's into third place, and he's now looking to improve on third. Attacking Olivier Ferrucci to the Spanish driver Rodriguez. Calicat, Corilla Vega, As still, Jackie van der Ende with that very, very smoky Calicart Rotax leads the field here in the second race of Formula A at Valence in the French Grand Prix. 166, Guy van der Nies in fourth place. There is Rodriguez, a good place up of the Spanish driver. And look at the rain now. It is absolutely bucketing down. You can see for yourself. And these drivers so cautious now. Van der Ende, Fiorucci, Rodriguez. First, second and third, and through goes Rodriguez. He takes second place away. A beautiful piece of driving. What a style this Spaniard has. That was absolutely perfect. And there's nothing Fiorucci could do about it because it's so wet he cannot respond. I'm sure that Rodriguez is going to take Van der Ende's lead away from him. In the next lap or so, he's right with him, and he's looking to challenge. Again, he goes through on the inside. Rodriguez just has so much grip. The kart is so set up, but he cannot quite make it, and Van der Ende shuts the door very firmly on him. Olivier Ferrucci, I think now in third place, just waiting to take advantage of these two ahead of him. If one of them makes a mistake, 166 coming up behind, that is Guy Denis still with our camera on board. So it's 112. Jackie van der Ende, 143, Olivier Ferrucci. And this man, Rodriguez, trying to take, and there's a lot of weaving going on. Van der Ende, I have to say, behaving perhaps, and he gets his just desserts. He gets banged out. I think that was a little unsporting down the straight there, but Rodriguez, no problem, pushes his way through, says, you're going to weave in front of me, okay, I'll give you a little nudge to tell you I'm there, and he does it. He takes the lead, and now perhaps Van der Ende is going to have to fight for his second place because Olivier Ferrucci is coming back with a vengeance. He has not dropped back at all, and nor for that matter has Guy Denis, the Belgian, in the cam cart behind. Ferrucci playing a waiting game now. No question of the tires going off, of course, in the wet. And Van der Ende getting very, very ragged indeed. All over the curbs you saw him. Remember, the rain is still coming down, so Rodriguez is driving in very difficult conditions. Look just how wet those slick tires are. Still amazingly finding grip even here in the conditions of rain at Valence. We're going to take a very short break. Please rejoin us to see the outcome of this final two of Formula A. Welcome back to Eurosport's coverage of the 1993 Bridgestone CI KFIA European Karting Championships. This is the Formula A French Grand Prix at Valence near Lyon. We are looking at our race leader, Spain, Francisco Rodriguez. The rain is now coming down in bucketfuls. Rodriguez pulling away, making a very, very useful lead, while behind him we're looking to see if Netherlands' Jackie van der Ende can hold off France's Olivier Ferrucci. Van der Ende on Calicart Rotax. He's still in second place in that 112 car, but Ferrucci makes a big dive down the outside. It's a feint. He doesn't make any advantage. Behind him, that is Guy Denis, the 1992 Belgian champion, with our camera on board his kart. And very, very ragged now. Jackie van der Ende, his Calicart all over the track. Olivier Ferrucci, the 1992 Intercontinental A champion, 17 years old from Nice, making his big attack now in his Merlin ATK. Wearing the Senna helmet there. Obviously a guy to watch for. Let's look back down a little at the field, see how the British contingent's getting on. We know already that Matthew Davis is into the top 8. We're looking, he's in 7th place according to the computers now. So Matthew Davis, a great driver. Remember this young British driver from Essex in his first season in Europe, 1992 junior British champion. He's on PCR. And still Jackie van der Ende, our original race leader. You know, he can't, and Ferrucci goes through. He takes second place from him. There's nothing that van der Ende could do about that. And behind them, Guy Denis just watching it all. Nothing he can do to close the gap. Now the question is now, can Olivier Ferrucci, who won the first race today, get back this is lead from this man? He cannot, because the checkered flag's out. It's Rodriguez from Ferrucci, van der Ende, Denis, Depache, and the good news for British fans is that Matthew Davis finishes the race in 7th place. A very, very good start for the young British driver. Very encouraging when he goes to the next race at Jesolo in Italy. Perhaps he'll be in the top 6.